Hey, hope everyone's good. This is a video in response to Old Man Builds. Nathan's got a good point there. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So cruise over here, right? So you notice what's happening here, right? You see how the frequency is changing, right? We have response there. Now let's look over here, right? So we initially dialed it up to 12 volts, but you can see we're just under 4 amps of draw, right? So when we actually change the pulse width, check this out. See that? See how the amps start dropping and the voltage rises, right? It's an inversion. All right, we'll go the other way. Notice the amps are rising, voltage is dropping, right? There's your duty cycle action. I haven't adjusted the voltage at all, okay? Now when we look at the frequency, what happens this time, right? As I go up in frequency, the amperage drawn goes down, right? And there it is, you hear that? That's what we're talking about right there. He's totally right. There's a 5-to-1, okay? As we know, everything is connected. You can't just change one thing and expect to get something, isolated. Everything changes and moves with it. All right, so we're also looking at the actual resonant frequency of the flyback system itself, right? So I'm changing the pulse width. You notice we've dropped in voltage, right? There's a raise in amperage. Pulse width down, right? Raise in voltage, drop in amperage. See that? Now we're increasing the frequency. Now we're decreasing the frequency. Now you hear that, right? So we're coming out of the ultrasonic range. Right, and this has a lot to do with the resonant frequency of our flyback, right? So everyone's slightly different. You got to kind of find your zone. So look where we're at right now. 8 grand. Right, let's take it all the way. Right? So you see that now we're way high on the amperage, right? So we'll change the pulse width. Yep, wrong way, right? See that? Lowering of amperage, raising of voltage. Right? And you can hear it kind of slowing down. So yeah, highly recommend checking out Old Man Builds video on this particular subject. There is a lot going on, right? All right. Thanks you guys for watching. Hope that kind of makes some sense, right? There's always, see that? There it is. You go up, you go down, right? More current draw, less current draw. Right? They're always related, right? And of course, always related to your resonant frequency of what's happening. Right? Whether you've got a flyback, or you've got a flyback with a DC converter on it. All right, yeah, I think that kind of shows some visual of what he's trying to describe, right? You ride a constant signal with a varying signal. You change the duty cycle, you change the frequency. See that? As we lower the frequency, we get a raise in amps. There we go. Higher the frequency, lower amps, right? More volts. Yep, and a different style of discharge. You can see it's not super happy with that. It's kind of, right? Come back down a little. All right. And look at that, we're back up to almost 8 amps. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.